Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on one of Hollywood's most iconic locations, the island from the movie Castaway. But we're going to discover its real story.
You know, if you've ever seen Castaway with Tom Hanks, that island is basically its own character, right? It's this powerful symbol of just total isolation and survival. But what if I told you the reality is something completely different?
Yet for millions of us, this island has one and only one identity. It's frozen in time as the place where Chuck Noland and, of course, his volleyball friend Wilson were stranded for 4 long years.
This quote right here, it just sets the stage perfectly. The key phrase to lock onto is far from lifeless. That's our first big clue that the Hollywood version isn't even half the story. There's something much richer going on here. All right, so let's do it. Let's peel back that Hollywood veneer and get to know the island for what it truly is. I mean, just look at that comparison. It's pretty wild, isn't it? The movie needed a place that felt like the absolute edge of the world. But in reality, it's this beautiful island nestled inside a whole group of other islands, and it is just teeming with life. That feeling of complete, utter isolation, pure movie magic.
Okay, so the island's real name is Monuriki. It's a tiny volcanic islet in Fiji, part of what's called the Mamanuca island chain. And as you can probably guess, it's defined by these absolutely stunning turquoise waters.
And that water, that brilliant turquoise color, is a huge clue. It's the color of a paradise that's thriving. It's a world away from the gray, storm-battered, lonely island we saw on screen.
But Monuriki's beauty isn't just on the surface. Nope. The real secret to its vitality, to its energy, is hidden just beneath those waves. We're talking about its incredible coral reefs. So the reef is playing this amazing double role. It's both a shield and a sanctuary. It physically protects the island from storms, but at the same time, it creates this perfect, safe haven for just an explosion of marine life.
And fortress is exactly the right word for it. This isn't some static, dead wall of rock. It's a dynamic, living system that keeps the entire ecosystem safe and sound.
And this fortress is just bursting with vibrant color and energy. It is the absolute polar opposite of the desolate island from the film. You know, this reef system is so important that it actually works as a metaphor for Fiji itself. It represents the nation's strength, its incredible diversity, and this really deep connection between the health of the environment and the well-being of the people.
Okay, so we've explored what's in the water, but the land itself has its own secrets. Turns out, the island of Monuriki is a critical sanctuary for a very special resident.
And I'm talking about an animal that is so rare, you can only find it in a handful of places on the entire planet. And this small, unassuming island, it's one of its last strongholds. Say hello to the Fiji crested iguana. This magnificent and endangered reptile is a true Fijian native, and Monuriki provides the absolute perfect protected habitat for it to survive. So this isn't just some animal living on the island. It's a key part of what makes Monuriki a genuine natural treasure. So when you start to put all these different pieces together, the picture that emerges is honestly way more fascinating than any movie plot could ever be. So yeah, Monuriki's fame from the movie, that's just one small part of its story. Its true value is in its vibrant reef fortress, all the marine life it shelters, and its vital role as a safe haven for the Fiji crested iguana. The movie is really just a footnote in its incredible ecological history. And that really leaves us with a final thought, doesn't it? Monuriki had this famous story that completely hid its true identity as a natural wonder. It makes you wonder, what other treasures are out there hiding in plain sight? Just because we only see their surface story. What are we missing?